What's up, guys? So this video is the full moon video. Between taking my trip to Tamworth and now trying to figure out how I'm actually going to be making videos while I'm at work during the week, during the days when I would normally be making these videos, has taken a bit of time. I'm getting a bit behind, but this video needs to go up kind of now since it's currently the full moon. I mean, as I make it, it's technically the night after, but it's close enough. The opening little shot was actually from the night of, so that is actually the full moon we're talking about right at the beginning of this video. Similar to all the other ones, June's has a name. It is the strawberry moon. And using the same site we normally look at, which is timeanddate.com. Yes, it is .com. Cool. It states that the wild strawberries that start to ripen during early summer give name to the full moon in June. Other names are rose moon, hot moon, and mead moon. It's interesting that strawberry moon and rose moon are two of the names. They are related botanically. The strawberry is a rosid. The hot moon is, I mean, for summer it makes sense. Obviously, I'm not living where 90% of humanity does in the northern hemisphere, so it's winter down here, which is all sorts of fun. Just as we thought we were getting over coronavirus, flu season hits. And mead moon, I'm assuming because when they originally named these moons, summer was just a nice time to have a drink, always is, and so mead moon kind of makes a bit of sense there, but we will obviously be getting into that as well. So it does also say here on the 5th or 6th, depending on your time zone, and therefore this video is late. But depending on your time zone, the strawberry moon may turn a shade darker for residents of Asia, Australia, Europe, and Africa, as it imperfectly aligns with the Sun and Earth during a penumbral lunar eclipse. Doesn't state the time there. I would have loved to have known what time, because I ended up going out at like 1 AM, I think it was, to get that shot that we saw at the beginning. Would have loved to have known what time I would need it to be outside to watch the eclipse. That would have been really cool. Hopefully I will know next time. I'm going to do a bit of research. I'm going to find out when our next eclipse is that I'm going to be able to see and film, and hopefully I will be able to film that for you. Cool. So the next one it says is the July, next month. There's apparently another lunar eclipse, so I'm going to find out what time that is. Hopefully next month I'll have an eclipse for you guys as well, which will be really cool. So in ancient times, it was common to track the changing seasons by following the lunar month rather than the solar year, which the 12 months in our modern calendar are based on. For millennia, people across Europe as well as Native American tribes named the months after features they associated with the Northern Hemisphere seasons. Many of these names are very similar or identical. Excuse me. Now, it's interesting that they say, rather than the solar year, like they refer to the solar year as being obviously the 365 and a quarter days, as opposed to lunar months, taking the, I think it's like 12 and a half days that the moon takes to rotate our planet, but it's certainly a lot closer to being more evenly lengthed months. But if we actually do some basic maths, I was talking to a friend about this today actually, if you actually do some pretty basic maths and just take your you average length of a month, which is 4 weeks of 7 days, so 28 in total, times that by 13, because there are 13 moons per year, moon being the base for the word month, and you do actually get 364, which is very close to what we end up having in a total year, 365.25. I just think that's very interesting, and it's kind of cool that they reference the lunar month here instead of the solar year. Anyway, moving on. Cool, so today we use many of these ancient month names as full moon names. A common explanation is that colonial Americans adopted many of the Native American names and incorporated them into the modern calendar. However, it seems that a combination of Native American, Anglo-Saxon and Germanic month names which give birth, seems that it is a combination of etc., which give birth to the names commonly used for the full moons today. Some years have 13 moons, as I just said, which makes one of them a blue moon, as it doesn't quite fit in with the traditional full moon naming system. However, this is not the only definition of a blue moon. Now, if we were going to go with a 13-month thing in order to try and make it fit, we would probably take the Roman idea of how the year worked, with having sort of the months through spring, summer and autumn being named, and winter just being sort of this undefined cold time, and so the blue moon would probably go in to the winter months. Yeah, cool. Alright, so June's full moon is named after the wild strawberries that start to ripen during this month. According to some sources, a European name for this early summer month was rose moon, another was hot moon for the beginning of the summer heat. Other sources quote mead moon as the Anglo-Saxon name because this was the time for mowing the meads or the meadows. There are several kinds of wild strawberry. The native North American type is the Virginia strawberry, or Fragaria virginiana, also known as the mountain strawberry or common strawberry. It grows naturally in the US, including Alaska and Canada, which is not United States. I mean, it would make sense if it grows naturally in North America, including the US, Alaska and Canada, but North America is not just the US. Anyway, it's also been exported. One very popular variety which was exported to Great Britain in the early 1900s is called Little Scarlet, which is lovely, isn't it? It was an accidental cross of Fragaria virginiana and the South American Fragaria chileensis, also known as the sand or beach strawberry, with larger fruit, which resulted in the modern strawberry grown commercially and in gardens, the Fragaria ananassa, which is interesting because ananas is like the Latin word for pineapple, so I don't know what that has to do with strawberries, but it's there. Europe also has its very own native wild strawberry, the alpine strawberry, which is Fragaria besca, also called the European strawberry, the woodland strawberry, or Fraisier des Bois. In 2012, a new wild strawberry species was discovered in the high peaks of Oregon's Cascade Mountains at elevations of about 3,000 to 5,000 feet, which is 900 to 1,500 meters above sea level. This species is endemic to the Western Cascades, and Dr. Kim Hammer, who discovered it, named the species Fragaria cascadensis, or the Cascades. It differs from other strawberry species both in the structure of the leaves and the fruit surface. It also has 10 sets of chromosomes, unlike other wild and commercial strawberries, which only have 8. Around every 20 years, the strawberry moon coincides with the summer solstice, which is either on June 20, 21, or 22. Obviously, that's not this year, since it was the 6th this year. But if you do have a look at the calendar, if you go onto this same website, and I think you just go, you click on the little sun and moon drop bar, and then onto moon phases. It'll give you a little like calendar that shows you when all the different phases are, and you'll be able to note that for each phase, the date sort of each month shifts forward 1 or 2, depending on how many days more than the 29.5 days rotation. So it does slowly move itself, very quickly move itself along. All we've got to do is try and line up the June one with the summer solstice, which happens, as I said, around every 20 years. I will try to do some research and find out when the next summer solstice full moon will be, because that would be rather cool, I think, to watch. Cool. It doesn't really tell us anything. I mean, I think I kind of explained it. The rose moon, obviously, because the strawberry is part of the rose family, and I believe it's also one of the flowers. Maybe, I think it's one of the flowers for the symbols of June. That could be part of it. And then, yeah, the Mead Moon's about the sowing the fields. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me, and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. And until next time, guys, keep your head screwed on.